Bad Boys 4 and its box office. Now, I'm not going to necessarily do a review on it. All I'm going to say is Bad Boys 4 is good. I don't think they've missed yet on the Bad Boys. I mean, I'm pretty sure you can rank them, you know what I'm saying? But as far as missing the target, Will Smith and Martin Lawrence deliver every time. Every time. They deliver. Every time. No issues with them whatsoever. This one included. They haven't dropped the ball yet. Have not dropped the ball yet. So the reason with them not dropping the ball, you know, the box office showcased them not dropping the ball, right? It showcased it. It said that they good here. And I'm glad to see Will Smith or people rooting for Will Smith, that people still fucked with Will Smith, which I already knew that they was going to rock with Will anyway. You know what I'm saying? It was really much to do about nothing when it came to like what they call it, the infamous slap her around the world. Right? So this is coming from Cinema Blend. So Bad Boys 4 or Bad Boys Ride or Die is a big win for the summer 2024 box office with a great open weekend. Will Smith, Martin Lawrence have another box office win. Things have not gone as hoped for the movie industry on the whole thus far in summer 2024. It was anticipated that the blockbuster season would be a bit slower than normal due to last year's labor battles in Hollywood, and there have been some success stories, but the disappointments have outnumbered the wins. Thankfully, Adriel El Abri and Balil Falav's Bad Boys Ride or Die has arrived and injected some much-needed energy into the box office with a stellar opening weekend. Stellar. So the action film starring Will Smith, Martin Lawrence, and the Shyamalan's The Watchers both debuted and wide released this past Friday and did their part to shake up the top 10, not to mention re-releases of Peter Jackson's first 2 Lord of the Rings movies. Check out the full chart below. So Ride or Die. How can I move? There it is. Domestic gross, 56 mil. Weekend growth. So domestically 56. So they're not showing me worldwide. From my understanding, they have already hit the 100 million mark. From my understanding, Bad Boys Ride or Die destroys expectations with a massive global debut when prognostications for the weekend. Why did they use that word? For the weekend, box office arrived online in the middle of last week. The predictions were nobly conservative, which understandable given that it's been going on in theaters the last few weeks. Deadline reported that Sony was looking for something in the range of 40 domestically and 75 million globally for Bad Boys Ride or Die. As things turned out, both of those bars was easily cleared. According to the numbers, the third sequel in the Bad Boys series brought in an impressive 56 million over the last 3 days in the United States and Canada and made 46 million beyond those borders, which calculates to 104 million start at the box office. Given that the film was made on a $100 million budget, the title is now well on its way to being a big win. $100 million budget. And I think they're being generous. I think it's really around 80-something million, from my understanding, the budget of this movie. Hollywood, please, please, please get rid of these big budgets. Please get rid of these crazy $250 million budgets because it's Superman or because it's Marvel. This is all you need. Once you get into the $100 million budget mark, it's going to be hard because y'all have now conditioned the consumer to wait. Y'all have conditioned the consumer to not go to the movies. Y'all have conditioned us to not go because we get rewarded for a good movie being trash in the box office. Because when a good movie is trash in the box office, 3 weeks later, it's on streaming for free. Or for whatever you pay in, you know what I'm saying, your monthly subscription. Don't reward the consumer. I mean, do the consumer, but y'all get what I'm saying. Make it so we gotta go to the movie theaters. Make it so your movie theater run is long. Make it so the consumer, Bad Boys should not reach a household for 9 months. Bad Boys should not reach a household for 9 months. That sounds like a long time, I know. And when I mean not reach a household, I'm talking streaming wise for free. Nothing should be streaming for 9 months. You should forget about it. It should be an event once it hits the streaming platforms. Just like it's an event when it comes to the movie theaters, it should be an event when it hits the streaming platform. It's like they forgot how to milk these things. You know if a movie is good or not. And that's the thing. A lot of great movies get killed because we've been conditioned to watch them on streaming. And we've been rewarded to not show up for said movie because we know it's going to be on streaming in a couple of weeks. Month and a half tops. So a lot of people say, I'll just wait. I'll just wait. And then when it bombs at the box office, it comes even faster. They should do movie theater, long run, physical, or drop it on physical, and then do it to where you can pay VOD, video on demand, where you have to pay for it. Let that run. Try to get some rentals out of it if you can. If people still rent, I think people still rent. I think Redbox and stuff is still out there. I don't know how much Redboxing they doing, but you got to maximize all of this. Then hit streaming. Streaming should be like last on the list. Streaming and terrestrial TV. You know what I'm saying? That should be last. Like I said, 9 months, 10 months later. That's what it should be. Says it's arguably the second biggest franchise win for summer 2024. Thus, alongside West Ball's Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes, and results are comparable. Like the Apes title, Bad Boys Ride It Out performed with numbers in line with this series predecessor. Bad Boys for Life made $62.5 million when it opened in January 2022. It was, I want to say, it was like one of the last movies before they shut the movie theaters down due to the pandemic, if I remember correctly. So that's another thing too. Bad Boys for Life was like, that was it. That was the last line right there. You know what I'm saying? And hopes have been raised that it can match 400+ million global total. It says Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes is still climbing to that goal, having made $359 million in the last 5 weeks. A $56 million start is good enough to be counted as the 5th best opening weekend for any film in 2024 thus far. We're nobly approaching its midpoint at the end of the month. The movie easily jumped over Gil Kennan's Ghostbuster Frozen Empire for that spot. The horror comedy brought in $45 million. Excuse me. And depending on how things go when the final numbers come in, the movie may end up being called the 4th biggest debut of the year. The current ticket sales estimate puts the new release behind Kung Fu Panda 4 by less than $2 million, and that distance could be covered by a successful Sunday. So today, Bad Boys could overtake Kung Fu Panda. So Ride or Die's gotten a reception that could result in the movie demonstrating some long legs as we get deeper into the summer, while critics are a bit mixed on the sequel. The 97% audience score on Rotten Tomatoes and the A- grade from Cinema Score surveys paint a picture that general moviegoers are loving it. The release schedule in June could also lead to a nice long run for the blockbuster. The coming weeks have plenty for families, including Inside Out 2, Despicable Me 4, and there are some standout genre titles like A Quiet Place Day One and Horizon, an American Saga starring Kevin Costner. Audiences won't see a big action-centric title in theaters until mid-July when Twisters arrives on the screen. If all goes well, Bad Boys Ride or Die has a path to become one of the biggest success stories of the year. And that's another thing, too. I don't think these studios, it's like they forgot how to plan out their movies. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you know you got one in the tuck, like like a Bad Boys 4, you got to clear everything out so Bad Boys 4 has its run. Right? You got to clear everything out so Bad Boys 4 has its run. Got to. Says with Bad Boys 4 guaranteed to win the box office over the past weekend, Warner Brothers opted to go with a counter-programming move by releasing The Watchers, and it lived up to its limited expectations. It got a cold reception from most critics. C- suggests that people aren't loving it, but it did still manage to make $7 million over the last 3 days, which is good enough to land 4th place. See, that's what I'm saying. I haven't seen The Watchers. I don't know what it is, but Warner Brothers, you know what? Y'all heard what I said, man. It's just, I think it's like they don't know what's going on no more. It's like Twilight Zone for them when it comes to releasing movies and their calendars and stuff like that. It's Twilight Zone. It really is. I don't know what these producers and all of this, what's going on. It's really Twilight Zone to me. But Bad Boys 4 is good. Go see it. It deserves all of this. It's winning. I think it will win. I think there's a way to bring the movie theaters back. And I'm glad that people this shows that people don't mind going to the movie theater. Don't mind seeing sequels neither. You know what I'm saying? Because another thing, too, a lot of people are like, oh, it's a sequel. I don't think people mind seeing sequels. If they like the stars, that's another thing, too. People love Martin Lawrence and Will Smith together. People will go see it. Easy, point blank, period. People, I think, and their marketing campaign was genius. They got with YouTubers, cheap marketing, right? Made some skits and stuff with some YouTube content creators. Will Smith did his thing on his YouTube. Even Martin showed up on you know what I'm saying, doing stuff on his Instagram and YouTube. That's marketing genius 101. That's meeting the people where they at. So instead of spending $30 million on marketing at the Super Bowl, holler at these YouTubers. Holler at these content creators. Pay them a little bit of money. Let your star go in and shoot a skit with them. Do some interviews with these YouTubers. That's how you push the movie. Everybody skips ads now. Don't nobody want to pay for commercials. So you putting all this money into commercials when you should be putting the money into YouTubers. Give it to me. Give it to Perp. Give it to Dre Mac. Give it to Chill. Give it to us, man. Let us promote it. Instead of always giving us a copyright strike for showing your damn trailer. That don't make sense neither. Put the trailer out. I can't even review the trailer because I get a copyright strike. Y'all studios got to do better, man. Y'all studios got to do better. But I want to say salute to Martin Lawrence, salute to Will Smith. Martin came out and said that his health is great. Everybody's concerned, but he said he's doing good. He said he's real healthy. He's in God's hands. Everything is blessed. Y'all go see Bad Boys 4. And I'm with that. So whether he's telling the truth or not, thoughts and prayers to Martin. I'm glad he said he's healthy. He looked good in the movie. Salute to Will Smith. That dude, I don't know what regimen he's on, but at his age, the way he's still shaking and moving, dopeness. Dopeness. Salute to both of them cats, man. Y'all go see Bad Boys Ride or Die. It's good. Let's help it cross into the hell. Let's rack it up to $1 billion. Let's make this $1 billion movie. Let's make it $1 billion movie just because. Why not? All right? Why not? Let me go through these real quick. Oh, Robin. She said she saw it yesterday. Off the Chain. That's right, it is Off the Chain. Off the Chain. Perp said, I didn't really like Bad Boys 3 like that. Same with this movie, had its moments, but it's forgettable. Glad to see you, Will and Martin, winning though. Okay. You didn't rock with it like that. Okay. Another 100 mil box office for Will. Because Will is still the box office king. He's still a box office king. Dune Part 2 had 190. No movie with that type of budget was looking better than that. Right. Yay, I agree. Andre Ware, what's up, my guy? What's up? Perp say he had the movies every week doing his due diligence. I like to hear that, man. I used to be in the movie theaters every week too. I got to get back to it. I gotta practice what I preach. So what I like about the 2020 so far as films go, is that more horror movies and smaller budgeted films to get more exposure. True that. But I think it's always been like that. I think horror films and smaller budgeted movies they always held the theaters down, right? They always held the theaters down. Some stuff that you might just be curious to go see, you go see it, turn out to be it's a real good movie, so you might go see it again, stuff like that. But they also anchor, you know what I'm saying? You got the big blockbuster movies to anchor the movie theaters. You go see that. You look at a poster and you be like, oh shit, I kind of want to see that. Or they show it at the beginning of whatever film you go see, you know, especially during the summer, right? And you go see it. So you just got to have that relation, the symbiotic relationship. They got to know how to do that. But that's my time, y'all. I hit this hour. I'm trying to hit this hour mark and be done. So we're at an hour. I appreciate everybody for showing up. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, hit that notification bell. Memberships are open if you want to become a member. It's only 99 cents to hop in and become a member. And also, if you want to support me and the Blues House family, you can donate at the Cash App at $Bluminati. That's $Bluminati. It goes a long way. You know what I'm saying? We love doing this for you, but if you want to donate, you can donate. That's what I say. Other than that, man, I am out. Peace. And you ain't got to go home, but you got